Want to know what happened in the ancient times when they only had an iron? When the iron was getting warm from the fireplace. Do you know how they ironed back then? They didn't have the little sprinkler system. They didn't, you guys. They didn't have it. So ironing was a hard job. But guess how they did it? And this is how my grandma did it too. She'd have the iron from the stove, all ready to go and hot, and she'd go like this. I'm not joking. That's how they ironed, you guys. There was no sprinkle system. They just sprinkled from their mouth. And then they go at it. That's how my grandma used to do it. But stay tuned, because we're ironing the normal way, the 2021 way. Let's go. Let's learn how to iron. Time it is. It's ironing time. Maybe I'm one of those ancient people that irons. I've been told by a friend that I am one of those ancient people that irons. But I like clothes ironed. Not all of it. I'm not gonna say I iron all my clothes, because I don't. But some of the dresses, some of the kids' dresses, some of my dresses, some of my husband's shirts, you guys, it's just not the same. I honestly love when a person looks wrinkle-free, especially if you've got an important meeting, somewhere you're going out, not your everyday wear. I mean, obviously everyday wear doesn't matter. So guys, here we go. Let's do this. An ironing video, if you will. You guys, number one in ironing video is what? Get an ironing board. Yes, yes, yes. Here it is, you guys. Just a regular ironing board. You can buy it at any Walmart, any store. I think Target has them. Pretty much any store has them. If you buy the smaller one, they're not so stable. I don't recommend it. Get the large one because they're super stable and they're easier to iron clothes in. Yes, they come in two sizes, small and large, from what I've seen. Second step. Buy the iron. So I have the Power XL and I love the Power XL. No, this is not a paid advertisement in any way. I just happen to love this iron. I've tried multiple ones. The only reason I like this one is because it's, as you can see, what? Plug free. That's right. So if I need to really iron that place somewhere, I can unplug it. You see, it's pretty much wireless, plug free, and iron without the cord, which is super, super convenient, especially if you really need to get to a couple of those places that are easier to maneuver with a cordless iron than the one on the cord. This one I can use both ways. I can still do it with the cord, you guys. You see it? But I have an option of going cordless, so I do love that iron a lot. It was not expensive. I think it was like $50 or $60, something like that. The link is below in every description I have, so you can easily see iron. That's the one that I use, and get it from Amazon. So next thing you need is these wonderful things, you guys. I like them with a leather finish, or I think they're also called suede finish or whatever finish. The idea is you can put anything on these and it won't slide off, so I buy these. I also buy these ones. I think I bought them in Walmart. Pretty sure it was Walmart. This is for hanging shorts, hanging dresses that are Easier to hang this way, for pens, for anything else. Super good, super cheap. And what I love about these is that they work both ways. I can hang a dress regular way, or I can use this to maybe hold some part of the dress, or one of those top and skirt. So I can do top and skirt at the same time. So I really like these hangers, you guys. I think they're also in Walmart, but I'll try to link below this video so that if you wanted to, you could buy it and get it ordered. Okay, you guys, let's start this ironing business, shall we? Guys, I'm going to start with a regular shirt, cotton shirt. Here it is. Just came out of wash, all wrinkled as you can see. And so here's the tricky part to men's shirt, you guys. If you see this, and this feels like it's a bit slimy or texture-like, you can't go over this with your iron. You cannot, because it's gonna smudge. And on top of that, your iron is gonna smell because it's gonna burn it. So you have to reverse it and then do the ironing of that part of the logo inside out, if that makes sense. So you are basically going to iron over on the other side and then come back to that piece once you are done. So let's do this. Hope y'all can see this. Okay, you guys, so I'm going over this Nike sign right? My shirt is inside out. I'm going to iron over it. You guys, I always set for cotton on maximum because cotton is okay if you do it on maximum. So here we go. I ironed that part. Now I can reverse this shirt out back to how it should be, you guys. And I'll show you that spot. You see it? It's already ironed. So that spot is completely done. So I don't need to worry about it. Guys, I'm gonna adjust it so you can see me, because I don't think you can. And it's not cool if you can't see me. Oh, here we go. This is much better. Okay, so cotton. That's what I want to talk about. If you have a cotton shirt, you can put your iron on a maximum. Most irons actually say cotton, silk, synthetic, but for cotton, you always put it on maximum. And when I say on maximum, it means it's going to be the most hotness that it can get for an iron. Okay. I always put water in because I like to do my cottons with water because I find that it takes the wrinkles off easier. You also have the sprinkle feature. Can you hear it? It's coming out of here. It's really cool because once the cotton is a little bit wet, when you make it a little bit wet, it's really easy to just iron on top of that because it feels like it was just a little bit undone. So a friend of mine, she does everything right when she washes. So as soon as she washes, she does ironing. I don't do that. I do ironing once in 2 weeks when I have enough to iron. I don't do it every single week or a couple of days when I do the laundry. And I do laundry pretty much every day or every other day. So, but I pile up my stuff that needs to be ironed and I do the ironing once in 2 weeks. And so when I do the ironing, obviously my clothes are super dry. So by sprinkling what I just showed you right now, that makes the fabric feel like it just came out and it was just slightly undone. So a friend of mine that does it right away, when she dries her clothes in the laundry, in the dryer, she doesn't dry it to the full max. She dries it until it's slightly wet and then she irons them. If you want to get the washing and the drying and ironing in the same day, then I suggest that's what you do. When you put your clothes into the dryer, make sure they're a little bit undone. So if you're putting them for 60 minutes, put it for 30 or for 20 and check so that the clothes is a little bit wet. It's going to be a lot easier to iron it then. Since I don't do that, since I iron once in 2 weeks, I keep them dry. They're dry and they're super wrinkly. So I use the spraying function to make it look like they're a little bit undone, because cotton is absorbing all that wetness and all that moisture. And then I do it, and then I iron. So yeah. The other things I wanted to talk about, when you're ironing, make sure you don't do it in one spot. This is like playing, guys. You gotta move with the iron. Move with the iron. So, because if you're gonna push it in and leave it in one spot, you're gonna burn it. So when you iron, you just move it in. Move it slowly, move it everywhere, and just play with those clothes, you guys. This is like meditating while ironing. As you know by now, I'm a big fan of meditating. And so for me, things like ironing is quite meditative, you guys. Somehow I love ironing. Somehow it calms me down and I like it. Obviously there are days better than others. Like for example, right now, I think I have like 40 pieces of clothes to iron, you guys. 40 is a lot. So, but you know what I do when I iron? I put a movie on. And I like to watch old movies. I'm weird like that. I don't know why, but I like old movies. So I'm gonna put an old movie on and I'm just gonna iron through and watch a movie while ironing. And it's not gonna be one of those movies where you gotta really stay, focused. It's one of those movies that are in the background, but I watch a lot of old movies a lot of times, so I already know what the scene is all about. I still like them though. So guys, this is cotton shirt. We are almost done. Took us 5 minutes. I don't know why ironing has been dying out. I know a lot of people are saying, oh, there's lots of wrinkle-free materials out there. You guys, we bought some shirts for my hubby, BYLT. I really like their cotton mixture because it's so firm. Shirts are amazing quality. And they're claiming to be wrinkle-free, but I didn't find them wrinkle-free. They're much better than most, but not completely wrinkle-free, I tell you that. I still like them though. The quality is unbeatable. I just don't find them wrinkle-free completely. Still find that I need to iron them just a tiny bit to get that crisp look. But then, you guys, maybe it's just me and Max, because I think we're a little bit crazy in that sense. I mean, I know we're crazy in general, but I think we're more crazy in the sense that Max loves his clothes crisp, you guys. Like, a little wrinkle is gonna be there. He's gonna pull out this iron board and finish it off. Like, seriously, this guy just loves his men's style, crisp style. Everything is lined up. Well, that's a jeweler for you. And he's a jeweler from, his hands are God-sent hands. His workmanship is unbeatable. And so I guess that's what it is. He sees his jewelry impeccable and he likes to see himself impeccable too. That's just the way my Max is. Okay, you guys, here we go. We finished one shirt. Look at this. Nice and crispy. Here we go, you guys. You see it? Super nice. As if it just came out from the store. That's the way Max likes it. So let's carry on to different materials because there's much more to discuss to this ironing business, you guys. Okay. Okay, here we go. So this shirt, for example, you guys. This is cotton as well. So super easy. You're gonna do all the same, maximum heat, little bit of water. That's my shirt, you guys. You know, nothing to talk about here, nice and crisp, easily ironed. I love this kind of material, so easy to iron it. Let me talk to you about a few more things. Before you go, let me talk to you about a few more things. Let me talk to you about a few more things before you go, go, go. Okay, I'm trying to find this one shirt and I can't, you guys. Anyways, okay, let's talk about this material. You guys, this is a Hugo Boss shirt. Hugo Boss shirts are interesting because they're also cotton, but they're super thin, like paper thin material, I swear, but so good and such a good quality. With these ones, I still go at maximum, but I'm very, very careful. Especially, I'm gonna tell you, especially if you have a shirt like this. I'm gonna show you. You see all this embossed logo going on here? So, if I'm gonna go over this, you already know it. I'm gonna smudge the whole logo off. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the shirt inside out, and then I'm gonna iron first where the logo is, and then I'm gonna iron the rest of the shirt. So that you already know. Let me talk about jeans a little bit. Here's jeans. So that's obviously because the material is so hard, we can go full blast maximum on iron, maximum heat. But we also want to do lots of water because with things like this, they can handle lots of moisture. So what I do is I just sprinkle it all up, like ton of water. And then I go at it so that they're crisp and nice and just, you know it by now. That's the way Max likes his stuff, nice and crisp. So yes, I do even the jeans. Yes, I am creepy like that and crazy and whatever else. So guys, jeans I talked about. I want to talk about a few more things. A few more things before I let you go. You guys, this material. I know some of you are going to be like, that's a sweater. Yes, that is a kind of like a dress sweater material. Okay, it is like a sweater. Let me show it to you up close because I really want you to see what kind of material it is. This is like sweater, but it's wrinkled. So same thing, you guys. Lots of water and full maximum. Okay? The thicker the material in general, the more water you can put and the more heat you can put. I'm going to show you a material that's tricky. Hold on. Guys, I wanted to say that there's no particular order on how you iron from top to bottom of the shirts. It does not matter. The only thing I wanted to say is that you want to kind of start at, you know, kind of one side, not in the middle, either on the bottom or on the top, so that when you're ironing, you're going a certain direction. So when I iron, I start at the bottom. I do this part first. Then I do the middle. And when I do the middle, I also go this way because I'm going to where I started off at. And then I'm going to move this up again and do the top this way. Okay? And then with these type of places, you want to move this around. And after you've ironed the body of the shirt, you are going to do these parts, okay? Just simply putting it here. I'm gonna try to like show it to you so it's easier for you to see. Wondering if you can see that. I think so. So then you're gonna go here and do it in here, okay? Just that one part, you see it? So I do the sleeves separate after I do the body of the shirt. Sorry guys, I have to show you. But yeah, otherwise there's no direction because I just remembered somebody asking me about that, so I wanted to say that. But yeah, otherwise there's no direction on how you actually iron. And try to go really gentle, especially if you're new to this. Try to go really gentle. And if you're new to this, don't go completely at the hottest part of the iron. Go halfway in, just because if you're new to this, it'll take time to adjust to the temperature versus the closing piece that you're doing. So be gentle with it, be careful with it, but it really is fun, you guys. I don't know if I'm the only one thinking ironing is fun, but I really think it's really fun. So I don't know, I think it's very calming. I like it. You guys, I just realized that I forgot to mention that once you're putting it onto the hangers, you got to do it from the bottom of the shirt, not the top, because if you do it from the top, you are going to mess up the ironing, not to mention the material is going to stretch. So you take your shirt that you just ironed, you put the hanger from the bottom, and here we go. Got a really nice shirt done. You guys, I'm going to talk about real silk. This is real silk, you guys. It's going to say silk, feels like silk. It's real silk. This, you got to be careful with because some silks are not that great when it comes to ironing. So, with this, what I do, still iron it, but I iron this. I iron this over sheets. I'm going to show you what this looks like. So I'm going to lay this out if I want to iron it. Okay? And then I'm going to take a regular bedding material. I'll show you. So you guys, I'm going to take this. This is a regular pillow cover. Okay? It's a thin pillow cover, but it is. And I put it over this silk. And I put water, just a tiny bit. And then I'm going to basically iron on top of that pillow. And I'll tell you why this is. You never know with silk what you're going to encounter because some of these silks are handmade like this. And honestly, from my experience, you got to be careful with the silk. So the way I'm careful with it is every material that I know is a silk, I try to iron it over a piece of cotton bedding sheet, pillowcase, whatever, a thin material that I can kind of iron over. That's the way I do it. Most people with the silk scarves, they don't even iron them. They wash them. Then they take a pillow, not even joking, or anything really. They go over. Watch what they do. When the scarves are wet, you can roll them up with any other material. Roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it up. There you have it. Okay. And then dry it out. A lot of people don't iron their scarves, they're silky. I do. Same reason, I like them crisp. But you got to be careful. If you are unsure, if you're dealing with an expensive scarf, better give it to dry cleaner because it can shrink, it can wrinkle, you can damage the material. There are a lot of things that could go wrong. So if you're unsure, you're better off giving it to dry cleaner. So, last material I want to talk about. You guys, I have this dress from an Australian company called Evernew. Absolutely in love with their stuff. I buy it all the time. No, again, this is not a paid advertisement. I just love their dresses. But Some of their dresses got an interesting material. Look at this, guys. See-through. It's super cute, but it's like it's completely see-through. Most of the times, I don't iron things like that. I just hang them wet to dry. A lot of the things you're better off hanging wet to dry. But sometimes the skirt could get just a little bit wrinkly. So guys, what I do, same thing. Put a sheet over it. Any sheet, doesn't matter. Let's take our wonderful pillowcase. Put it over it. Weten it up as usual. And same thing. Iron on top of that. And that's it, you guys. Very simple. That's how I iron. Very simple. Most of the things you can just do on its own. If you don't know the material and if you're scared, go on low heat on your iron and test it out. One thing I have to mention, do not iron dry fit shirts. Do not. Some of them are okay, I've tried. Some of them are really bad. As soon as you touch a dry fit shirt with your iron, it's gonna get wrinkly and the material is just gonna be damaged. You won't be able to wear that anymore. So, dry fit shirts, I'd stay away from. They're not meant to be ironed. But yeah, you guys, some of you has asked me to do this ironing video for you, so that's how I iron. If you have any questions, write below. I'm going to answer everything. And yeah, if you haven't joined us, please join us. Family Day Life, a chaotic life with 4 kids and multiple businesses and trying to organize all this day by day, not to lose our minds, but to be happy at the same time and enjoy every single moment of this life, you guys. Margarita Skypen. I'll see you soon. Family Day Life. Happy ironing, my friends. Happy ironing.